Hello everybody and welcome to the official Elite Dangerous live stream. We are so excited to be streaming here live from the show floor at Gamescom. I have some amazing guests with me here right now, which I will get to in just a second. Because of course, we had an incredible announcement today. Planetary Landings, a whole new season of content. It's a whole new year of content that we have planned. It's very exciting. So what we did earlier today, and we'll talk all throughout the week. You can join us here at Gamescom all throughout the week. We're going to be showing people playing. Oh, CQC over there. We're going to be competitions. We've got giveaways. We've got all sorts of interesting stuff. Interviews with people who've played the game. Interviews with the developers again, who are going to be coming back for some more because they just can't get enough. But right now, what we did today is we asked the forums for some questions about our amazing announcement. So I have those questions here. Of course, we have with us, I'll start with Sandro. Lead designer Sandro Sammarco.
Hello.
Thank you. That's right, yes, thank you. Yes, that's what we like to hear. And we have, of course, our esteemed founder and CEO of Frontier Developments, David Braben. Round of applause.
Thanks, Ed, and welcome to the stream, everybody, and thanks for the honor of being here.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Honestly, it's been so exciting all day. Already, we have so many people in playing. We didn't think it would actually be this busy already.
That's right. Well, this is a trade day, and yet we've got people queuing to play, so it's exciting stuff.
It's incredible. So let's get straight onto it with Elite Dangerous Horizons, because, of course, that is the main exciting piece today. We've got lots more coming with 1.4 still and CQC. It's out now in the game preview program, but, of course, that will be coming to PC as well, which
Absolutely.
is so exciting. But everybody, all their lives, they wish they wanted to be a spaceman, okay? So you did that. You two guys, you gave that to people. They can now be spacemen. They can get up in spaceships, and they can go to space. But now, everyone thought, okay, well, that's good, but I really don't want to land on the planets. And so now you're bringing that. So you must be quite excited. Is it something that you've wanted to do for the whole time?
Delighted, yeah. I mean, the whole thing with Horizons, and of course, the first expansion, which is Planetary Landings, and just to remember, Horizons is a whole season of expansions. Yeah. This is just the first one, and there are lots of things, much as a week ago I was bursting to talk about Planetary Landings. There are more things, but we'll talk about those in time. Yeah. But yes, it's a very exciting time, and team have done a wonderful job, so I'd like to pass on my thanks to all the team, many of whom will be watching this video now.
A round of applause for the team behind Elite Dangerous.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Sandy as well, of course, this is something that you think is going to open up a lot of new doors for gameplay, mechanics and type things, because you're in charge of designing those, I would say?
Yeah, it's going to be really cool because everything that we do on the planet's surface also impacts the stuff that we get to do in space as well. Yeah. So we're just hopefully going to increase the tool set all round. Fantastic.
So let's move straight on to the questions that the community have put forward to us. We have collated some of those, and I've taken some of them and we've put it out. Actually, I want to thank Zach. He's somewhere around here. He's spent all day grabbing these questions, so thanks to Zach. So first of all, let's just jump in with some questions. Are you okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Do that? Okay, shoot. Fantastic. Okay, so first of all, Planetary Landings, is that going to be a seamless thing? Like, are you going to just fly through space and then land on the planets? And if so, how is that handled? I don't know who wants to.
So, absolutely, I'm happy to go for it. So, you will see the planet as you do now from space, but you've got this new concept of orbital cruise, like Super Cruise, as you go down to the surface.
Okay.
Huge, great speed. Choose your spot where you want to land. Yeah. You can then come in seamlessly.
Wow.
Set down your ship. Deploy your SRV, which is like a little vehicle that folds up inside your hold, onto the surface. It unfolds, you drive around. You've seen some of the art, hopefully, for that and of how it's going to look. So that's very, very exciting. On a completely different scale, because, of course, these things are tiny compared to the ships.
Yeah, and, of course, you saw as well on the stream that we just showed. It's a very teasery stream, of course.
Well, nothing wrong with teasing.
Oh, it's so good.
I was accused of that yesterday with my tweet.
It's very well, yeah, well, it's quite teasy. But we have a lot of questions about the SRV. So that's the Surface Recon Vehicle, is that correct?
That's right.
What's it called again? The name of the vehicle?
The Scarab.
The Scarab, right. Okay, so we do have a lot of questions. So, first of all, there's one here. Can all ships carry the SRV?
So the answer is yes. It's every ship can carry the Scarab, but not every ship can carry all SRVs, because there are more to come.
Okay, so that's another question people asked as well. So I have it further down as well. Is it going to be different SRVs for different tasks? So mining, one for...
Yeah, absolutely. I think all of the SRVs have got purpose, and there's a lot of crossover. Yeah. But some of them will specialise and be better at certain tasks than others.
Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. That sounds like a good answer. So we have another question here. right from the top. So we have had a tiny bit of confusion. Can you explain how the season of expansions works exactly, and the lifetime expansion pass as well? So if I don't purchase the lifetime pass, will I have to pay for every expansion?
Okay, so firstly, those people who backed us right from the start are getting a great deal here, and we are very grateful for that support. So those people who got it, firstly, they are going to get Horizons already for free, or rather they've already paid for it.
Very good.
We've brought back the lifetime expansion pass. Yep. That's now on our store now. That will give the equivalent, so you will get Horizons and anything that comes after it as well as part of that package.
Yeah.
But the way the seasons work, so a good way is to think of Season 1.
Right.
So we launched the game, we brought out community goals.
Yes.
We then brought out Wings, Power Play. We've now announced CQC in a few weeks' time, and there's going to be one more. And all of those expansions go for free for the people who already have bought the game.
Yeah.
And that's when Horizon starts with Planetary Landings.
Yeah.
So once you buy Horizons, you get that, and then you're going to get a whole season of content. So it's not just Planetary Landings.
Yeah, I think that clears it up. Hopefully for guys at home, let us know if it doesn't. I'm sure we can give you some more feedback on that. But I think it was a good... Thank you. So, back to the SRV again, the thing that people are very excited about. So will gravity affect how the SRV drives across?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So there's going to be quite a wide range of gravity on the planets and moons, which would affect the SRV. But the SRV is really cool. It's got thrusters built into all of the wheels.
Awesome.
So not only does this gives it the ability to do jumps, to kind of bunny hop around, reorientate itself. But importantly, on low gravity worlds, to stop yourself flying off into the middle of nowhere and losing control, the jets will be able to rotate round and stick you to the floor.
Okay.
So they can increase the traction that your wheels have got.
Yeah. So will people be driving around together, of course?
They can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So is that kind of thing where you can interact with people flying? Because obviously, people are very excited about the SRV and about landing down and touching down and driving around, but there's other elements of it as well. You can, of course, fly down in between canyons.
Yes, you can.
So, firstly, Wings carries on.
Okay.
So you can have a wing made up of people who are in their ship, some who are in SRVs, cooperating possibly to do a mission together.
Okay, well that sounds amazing. So what sort of thing, like what sort of things will you discover down on the ground?
There's going to be hopefully loads of things to discover. Rare minerals, pirate bases, crashed ships.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of stuff to collect, to fight over, to cooperate with, to deal with.
Okay, so one thing people didn't ask, and I found really cool actually about it is the landing. So when you're coming down, of course, the gravity is going to affect the ship's handling. Is that something
absolutely.
you can go into more detail about at all? Or?
Yeah. So basically, the slower a ship is, the more gravity will affect it. So if you're thrusting really fast, if you're flying really fast, you'll be able to maintain a reasonably decent flight model similar to what you've got in space.
Oh, wow,
but as you start to slow down, there's a new model creeps in where the ship can drift and start to sink because your thrusters they were never really designed to fly well at slow speeds.
Sure,
so you have to take a lot more care, basically. So it's a new flight model.
And different ships will fly differently. That's
Absolutely,
the other point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
wow.
the smaller ships are going to have a lot easier time of it.
So your beloved Cobra is going to feel completely different, even though you spent hundreds of hours in it flying through space. It's going to feel completely different on land.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really amazing. A new way to experience your favorite ships. I think that's really, really cool. So we also talked a little bit about the Cobra Mark IV as well.
Oh, yes. This is firstly to reward people who've been playing Season 1, who buy Season 2. They get the Cobra Mark IV in the game. They get access to it. So you still have to buy it in the game. This isn't a pay-to-win thing, but it means it's available for you to buy.
Okay.
And for those people who buy Season 2, they can still buy Season 1 to get the Cobra Mark IV.
Okay, that's really cool. So I don't know how much detail you can go into about it at the moment. What kind of differences does the Mark IV have? I don't know. You can feel free to say that's going to be confirmed.
People say it's better.
It's the number up, right?
It is better in lots of ways. It's chunkier. It's got better weapon placement.
Okay.
But
one more hard point.
It's got more hard points. It's got more guns.
Yeah.
But there's always trade-offs. No ship is the best at everything. So there are always costs to these benefits.
Yes.
I mean, it's a good ship, but it doesn't destabilize the game.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah. So somebody's asked this, and this might be a slightly cheeky question, but why will my Cobra paint jobs apply to the Cobra Mark IV as well? So paint jobs, a very detailed question. If anybody's watching, might not know what we're talking about, but at home you probably do. So the paint jobs, will they just cross over directly to your? If you don't know the answer, that's fine. We can talk about that some time.
I think that was the intention was, but I can't promise it.
Okay, yeah.
We'll put it in the next newsletter. There isn't one on Friday, but the one after. So apologies for that. I genuinely am not sure.
I don't know.
So there you go. We're not sure. But what we will do is, I think we do have, in the next newsletter coming up, we are going to tease. I think it's Friday's Peak of the Week. We usually do a Peak of the Week on Friday. We are going to show off the Cobra Mark IV.
There's no newsletter this week, I don't think.
No newsletter, but I think we still do a Peak
that's
of the
true,
Week.
yep.
So let's keep going. So what does holiday mean? Apparently we have said holiday.
Right, okay. This is a very American term.
Yes.
It means Thanksgiving and Christmas in a slightly blurry, without being too specific way.
So just the general season, the holiday season. So
that's
that
right.
is when planetary landings will be coming. That's when we will.
That's right. That's the plan.
Okay, so.
But it's this year. That's the key thing. Yeah.
All right, cool. So moving back to SRV, which again people are very, very excited about, quite obviously. So, will you have to sacrifice compartment space to hold that SRV?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it takes up space.
And that's about as clear as it gets.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I mean, again, this can be something that you say we're confirming later. But does that mean that you will buy that? You'll go into Starport Services. You'll have to buy it. You'll have to buy a certain module to attach to your ship to then hold it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes to both of those things. You have to buy the SRV and buy the module it, if you like, clips into.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. That sounds really good. So, moving on a little bit, what will happen to our ships while we race around planet surface in our SRV? Will they be invulnerable, like when you're parked in the starports, or will people be able to blow them up? And you come back and you go, "Where's my ship gone?"
We have a lot of debate on that at the moment.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Somewhere between the two.
Pretty cool.
There is an answer there.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say what it is at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
It would be. I mean, I can see the fun in both sides of this.
Yeah, the issue we were balancing whether there are going to be exploits there, and we've got to get it right.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, but we'll work hard at it as we always do, as you guys always do. So, can you tell us about the CQC arenas? People love the assets. They've seen footage of it now. It's actually out there in the game preview program. You can pick up CQC now and play it with other players online. You can see the assets, the structures that are in there that you can fly around in between. They seem to be quite beloved. People seem to be quite interested in those. Is there any chance of those being brought over to the main game or things like those?
Well, firstly, can I just say the team have done a really good job getting that, getting that up to 1080p, 60 frames on an Xbox. It plays really well. I'm very pleased with it. It's a great gameplay thing as well, where, speaking as someone who spends time exploring and trading, it's great because you don't risk your precious ship doing PvP.
That's right.
And I'm a bit of an idiot because I play as Commander Braben a lot, and I'm forever getting attacked. There are quite a few YouTube videos of me dying in open play. Yeah. But anyway,
I think that's a challenge actually. Next time you see
no, you don't have to. You don't have to kill me. But anyway, the point is, CQC is great because it's fire and forget. It's just great fun, short play time. They've done such a great job, and people are playing it here today. So,
and just to add to that as well, I actually have been playing it a little bit today over on the stations here, and none of the ambassadors have managed to beat me yet. So I just wanted to quickly throw that. I'm a fair hand at CQC. Absolutely, he's making faces over there.
I'll have to challenge you later.
Well, yeah, we should play a game later on. Anyway, so we do have some more bit about core gameplay features, because of course we haven't. Just because we're announcing new things and working on new things, it doesn't mean that any of the older features, the features that are already in game, the great features, are going to be lost at all. You know, it's not going to work.
Can I just actually rewind a bit, because we didn't? I'm embarrassed to say I overrode it, but we didn't actually answer your question.
Oh, sorry.
Which is the assets created.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm excited about CQC.
CQC are really great, and absolutely we will be using those in the main game as well.
Yeah, they look so cool.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
Right.
There you go. Simple. So, like I said about the core features, of the game already. So are those still going to be worked on and improved? I think a lot of the forums do want to know these sorts of answers.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
As always.
Yeah, and even better than that, the stuff that we're doing on the planet's surface, we want richer, better gameplay, especially for things like missions. Yeah. All of that stuff bleeds straight back into the space game. So we're going to hopefully get much better missions in there as well.
Okay, so is that things like power play as well? That sort of thing?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
We want to take it all forward.
Great, that's really, really cool. So got some more questions coming up. We do have sort of 15 minutes left, but let's have a look. So it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream today. But tomorrow, if you tune in, we're actually going to be showing gameplay all throughout the day. We're going to be doing prize giveaways. You're going to have the chance to name your own planet from back at home by tweeting in for our hashtag, which is EDGC15. So EDGC15. If you put that in the hashtag, you can also have your tweet featured and put up on our screen as well through the live stream, which I think is really cool. Yes. Anyway, going back to the questions. So can you tell us a little bit more about reasons for visiting these places? So is there going to be stuff like unique systems like tourist attractions almost and places to visit that like, oh, it's cool to go there?
For the first one is, as JF Kennedy said, because it's there.
Okay.
I've wanted to go down to the surface of the planet, but the primary reason is for new kinds of gameplay.
Yeah.
Which obviously Sandy can talk about, but everything from surface bases where you can dock trade in the normal way to just landing in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to get loads of cool stuff to discover. New rare things to find. Yeah. New bad guys to fight. Yeah. Lots of gameplay. The focus is on gameplay.
Yeah, always. So did I hear about? Sorry, David.
Also things like skimmers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So the concept of remote control vehicles, where some character is sitting in a base somewhere driving these things, but that brings in new gameplay mechanics. Where you, instead of killing the vehicles, you kill the base stations, so their communications are cut.
Absolutely amazing. Yeah. That sounds amazing. Cool. So, what about... Let's have a look about here. So, can you tell us more about some features that... I know that Horizons, of course, Elite Dangerous Horizons is the headline of the day. It's the most exciting thing we're talking about today. But that doesn't mean that we don't still have things coming, like we said before, for 1.4. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that might be?
Okay, well, I'll kick off. 1.4 isn't just CQC, but brings the full CQC gameplay that you can see on Xbox today to PC. Okay. We're bringing it as soon as we can, so that will happen a small time after the Xbox comes out, but as close as we can, probably just a day or so, I hope. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the intention anyway. Yeah. But it's not just CQC, we're also bringing new ships, and there'll be other things, lots of new tweaks to the game, that people go, oh wow, they've done that. That's nice.
Yeah. So have you got anything to add to that as well?
You said it so beautifully. There's nothing more to add.
As always. So also, it's an entire season of content. So it's not just, like I said, the headliner, Elite Dangerous Horizons. It's not just that. Can you even give a slight hint about what more might mean? What might mean going ahead?
We're hinting one thing. Over to Sandy.
Loot.
Is that all you're saying about that?
Yeah, there's nothing really more to add at the moment, but it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that will really enrich the game, the whole crafting side of things.
Exactly, just expand on the experience.
Yeah.
Very cool. Right, so I'm trying to have a look through some of the questions here.
But the other thing I will say is there are a lot more things coming in Season 2 that we are very excited about that we're just not going to talk about today because we don't want to pre-announce everything.
Yeah, that makes sense completely. So I do have another question here, which has just come in as well. Will you be able to land on any airless moon, or is it just the stuff or planet, or is it just the civilized space places?
Right. So it's not any, because there will be some that will be closed down, and you'll find out why later.
Okay.
With permits or whatever. But it is throughout the galaxy. It's not just in civilized space that you can land.
Okay.
You can explore them and find new things.
Wow. So you can go out and find. I mean, okay, so we talked about power play a little bit before, and actually we're talking about groups a little bit. We have minor factions that are being introduced into the game. Yeah. Of course, as you know. And hopefully those can vie for power against each other. So they could choose a home planet somewhere miles out and sort of hang around that. And I think that kind of gameplay is quite exciting. So is that something that is possible?
Oh, it's definitely possible.
That's a very evasive answer.
Anything's possible.
It's plausible, yes.
Cool. All right, then. So I think we've actually already run through all of these questions here on this email. So I don't know. Let's just talk about what your sort of the thing that you're most looking forward to seeing with planetary landings that you think is the coolest thing that, and how you also. Oh no, so let's go for you. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the moment-to-moment gameplay of driving the buggy. Every moment when you're controlling it, we want to make that as fun as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a real focus. I mean, it's still absolutely you are there in the cockpit. So we want to make every moment. Every bump that you go over, every skid, we want to make that just fun. Absolutely. Because the bottom line is you're doing that all the time when you're driving around, so it's got to be good. So I'm looking forward to us nailing that.
Okay, fantastic. And David?
So I'm looking forward to seeing my ship, which actually, as people would expect, is not a Cobra anymore, it's an Asp. I really like flying the Asp, landed in a crater from the distance, driving up to it.
Driving away and driving around and seeing it
I think
in all
that's
its
magical.
glory. Yeah, that's going to be amazing. That is true.
Maybe it should be invulnerable.
Yeah. Well, you can have both. Just have both. That's all right.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to, of course, the interactions that players can have. The sort of joining a wing of 4 and having 2 in the sky and 2 on the ground, assisting each other. It sounds so amazing to me. But anyway, I think that's around about it for now. Like I said, you can come back tomorrow. We're going to have so much more for you. We're going to be chatting to the ambassadors throughout the streams all week. But thank you so much to you guys. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sandro.
Thank you.
And I think we're going to show some of the trailer now. You guys are going to be coming back over the next couple of days to chat even more enthusiastically about this, which I think is going to be so much fun.
But also, thanks, Ed, for doing the live streams. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you very much. That's very kind. You heard it from David. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to cut to the trailer again, the amazing trailer, which is fantastic. So thank you so much. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow. We are starting at 11 a.m. BST. Looking for confirmation. 11 a.m. BST. So tune in, loads of stuff, giveaways, all sorts of excitement things. So thanks very much. Roll the trailer.
Thank you, everybody. Come and join us in Season 2.
Thank you.
Horizons.
Thank you.